All right, kia ora, welcome here to Rongamai Park here. 2024 is home for the NZAFF Grand Finals, Flag Football National Championships. I'm James Lissman here. I'll be here with you for 5 games today, along with a rotating cast of commentators as we bring you all the action here, right here, Sky Sport Next. We've got an expanded competition this year, 2024. It was up from 2 days last couple of years to 3 days now, as we've got a 25% increase in teams, and that means we have teams now all the way down from Dunedin in the deep south up to Harbour here in the north. They've travelled all the way to compete in this. It's not just players and teams though, we've also got officials all throughout the country. They've come around here to make sure these games happen, 131 of them in total, and as well as that we have 2 officials that have come over from Australia to help us get through this huge amount of games here. I'll have a rotating cast of commentators here joining me throughout the day. We'll talk you through all the fantastic action here. First game's kicking off at about 11:50. Last one we should have the grand final for the men's wrapping up around about 5:30, 5:45. So enjoy the day here of action right here live at Sky Sport Next. Right, kia ora. We're now in the broadcasting truck here. James Lissman along with Adam Blake, and 5 games in a row, 5 for me. You only have to do one of them here though, Adam. What are you looking forward to seeing between these 2 teams here that have made it through to the Legends Grand Final?
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here, James. I'm looking forward to watching these guys all weekend. They've been sort of the energy of the competition. They're out there and showing everyone that they're not past it just yet. And they've still got a little bit left in the tank. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of these older gentlemen rumble down the field, mate.
Yeah, no, the only bad thing about this from my perspective is this is the grade for me, but when I'm officiating, when I'm commentating, it means I'm not going to be out there on the field as well. So, you know, I'd love to have like a Masters competition at some other point. And how about these guys here that we just saw on screen, the Tauranga Tridents? You said they've made it through to 4 of the semi-finals in each of the grades that are being offered, the 4 grades, and there's actually a chance that they could finish top 2 in all the grades.
Yeah, they've had an outstanding tournament. So the Tauranga Tridents, they're definitely confirmed in 3 of the finals, youth, men's, and the Legends here. We're just waiting confirmation on the women's. Hell of a tournament for those guys. And, you know, Tauranga Tridents have only been around for maybe 2-3 years. It's awesome to see the growth of the club, and that's just a testament to the growth of the sport in the country at the moment.
No, it definitely is. They picked the right time to jump on the wave with the Olympics, Los Angeles 2028, flag football being there in New Zealand. We got on the curve pretty ahead of the curve, so we've got a chance to actually be competing there for a medal. We can just see in the white hat there, referee for the Legends Grand Final, Rob Goodman. He's going to be joined by Roy Tinai, Ben Freeman and Nifa James as the officiating crew for this game here. And it looks like they're just discussing like what are the rule changes here, because it goes from just straight running clock to now we actually have a proper coin toss. You know, to decide who starts with the ball and which way you're going, and then a bit of stop clock stuff which can make it a bit more tactical towards the game.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, when you're stopping the clock inside those 2 minutes, you can almost create a couple of extra positions for both teams. So really important that you understand the rules and how you're going to use your timeouts, whether you want to start with the ball, you want to be defence first. So many things can dictate a game, and when flag football can change in, you know, an instant, it all comes down to those finer things, especially in a final with 2 great teams here.
No, we're really looking forward to this, and a good, strong well, we've got 5 good, strong officiating crews, and that's what you need. You don't want any sort of contentious or 50-50 call where you're like, I'm not really sure, so I'm taking my best guess at it. So having people that work really well together, understand the positioning to get to be able to help each other out and make accurate calls. So I think we're in for a treat of games here. Who's your pick for this game, though, Adam?
Oh, that's tough. That's tough. I know a lot of the guys on both sides, and they've been the pick of the tournament so far, both these teams. But I'm going to lean the way of the Tridents.
Yep.
Just watching a few of their games, they've been pretty exceptional, and definitely a player to watch is the centre there, Alex Hatwell. He's showed up on highlight reels all over the place, and he's been barnstorming down the field, mate. So, but yeah, could go either way, but I'm going to lean Tridents on this one.
Yeah, I had some trouble looking at the results. I think it was a 14-33 game. Wolves favour, I think, but then the Tridents were the #1 seed going into the semi-finals. So they played each other once in pool play. Then they both obviously won their semi-finals. Tridents beat AFC, which was, I think, as we just see the coin toss there from referee Rob Goodman. And it looks like the Wolves have won. And both said we want to go this way and that way, but no, the actual decision is, do you want the ball first or second half? If you win the toss, and then the other team gets to decide which way they're going to go.
The two captains there, CJ Berry for Wellington, he's a stalwart of the flag football Wellington, and he's had a lot to do with their successes over the last few years. And on the Tauranga side, you've got Sean Hatwell there, who's been heavily involved in the Trident success too, him and his brother Alex. And Sean is also the manager of the New Zealand Mako, so I no doubt he'll be trying to put some film on tape here so he can show the boys when they get into camp next month.
No, that's it's called a Masters grade, and Legends grade, but kind of the Masters age group. But as you're saying, there's a whole lot of connections to the New Zealand national teams. This is not going to be walking up and down the field. There will still be some bombs, and it really is. Like any grade of flag football, you're trying to pick where your advantage is. Have you got a one-on-one matchup or a gap in a zone that you can attack? And these guys, with the experience, will be really, really good at that. And then I think there'll be some guys which will surprise, well, maybe not, seeing as they've played each other, but athleticism will surprise you, especially with these guys knowing this is their last day. Like, they can go all out and ice up after this.
Well, these guys are veterans, right? They've been around long enough to understand how to look after their body, get themselves right for the final.
Yep.
They've probably been holding themselves back a little bit just in case they were playing in the big one. So for them, they've probably got the week off already for next week to recover. So they'll be leaving it all on the field, no doubt.
I think that is a fantastic idea. Not the case for me. I'm back at work tomorrow. But, yeah, my legs are sore. Partially I knew that was going to happen, but just standing out there, 131 games. So we're getting down to the final, probably 20 or so in today's action. You can see, I think the semi-final for the men is still on behind this field, which you'll see in the background, bits and pieces, and that's what the cheering is before this one kicks off. But looking like we're getting very, very close to game time here, and it is going to be Tauranga starting with the ball at their own 5-yard line. They'll have first and half, 4 downs to try and get there. And in this situation, do you normally have a script for the first couple of plays, or you we'll just see how they come out and then adjust on the fly?
Generally, from personal experience, we like to have a couple of plays lined up ready to go, and that way we know when we get into the field and into the huddle, we know what we're going. So as we get underway here, as we say, at the centre.
Yeah, and there's a nice reach there. So the flag was grabbed, but it's not actually the flag where that's grabbed, where the mark is. You can see just there at around about the 11-yard line, so a gain of 6 there. It's where the ball is when the flag is grabbed. So if you're looking at American football, contact there, this will be second and half. We'll just get that graphic fixed up for you very soon. It's where you're tackled, where you hit the ground, where the ball is here. In flag football, it's where the flag. So a 4 pass there, just the underhand pitch, and the flag is grabbed there. Short gain there, round about 4 yards. So they'll be 3rd down and halfway here. Round about 15 yards to go to try and get a first down there.
It's Chris Caudry, the offensive coordinator for the New Zealand Mako, so he'll have a big say in the plays that are being called today. And Tauranga have been very sort of methodical as they've played offense over the weekend, so taking 5-yard to 7-yard chunks as they go.
And you can see the rusher there, almost got great jumping catch there. And then the turn up field, and yeah, you are best to keep on running until you're 100% sure that you've been deflagged there. So pass score over halfway, that brings up 1st and goal now for the Tridents.
Yeah, big catch there from Ryan Piddington, number 31, absolutely making me look like a fool after I've just said they go 5 to 7 yards and they toss one good 15 yards downfield. Great play there from the Tridents.
Well, maybe that was the looking at where we've got an advantage. This guy's around about half a foot taller, so let's throw it up high and see if he can just catch it in space. It's a quick drop back. I thought that was going to go to the centre there, just out of bounds there. Incomplete pass, 2nd down and goal brought up for the Tridents.
Yeah, number 2, the quarterback there, Travis Stull, he does like to show off his arm. He does have quite a good arm there, so he will look to show it off when he gets the opportunity. It just depends whether Chris and Alex let him do that as the game goes on.
Yeah, so I feel like we are going to see a sack at some point in this game. Not sure, it's going to take a while, but if you continually keep the quarterback under pressure, and if your defense starts creeping up a little bit, you can also go for an interception. So there's the quick pass rush under control there, and that did force a bad pass there due to the pressure. And this is where you can tell it's Legends a little bit slower getting up off the ground than, or maybe this is because it's day 3 of a tournament.
Yeah, hard to know. Maybe it's a tactic. Let's slow the game down. Let's just play it at our pace. Let's not go any harder than we need to early doors. As we're looking at 3rd down here.
Yeah, 3rd down and goal. We'll try and get the graphic fixed up for you as soon as we can, but you can see they're around about 16 yards to go. Bunch formation again. quick drop back and short pass, and that's knocked down. And I've seen him around for, I think, every single year that the Flag Football Nationals has been on. Great job there, dropping in, knocking that pass away, first pass deflection of the game.
Yeah, number 3, Gordon Burns, he's been around a long time playing flag and definitely knows his way around the defensive side of the ball.
So a big key play here. Well, that was a key play, but this is the more important one. 4th down and goal, so they're going to have to go the whole way. And there's a lot of celebration there behind as one of the teams has just booked their way into the men's grand final championship, and I believe it's Metro from the celebration there.
Looks like it. We've got 4th down here, Stull in the back. Dropping back, looking deep. Got to go to the end zone. Tosses it up and overthrown. Good defense from the Wolves. Great
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they had 2 guys there. They just sort of cut off the angle and said, well, we could pick this off or knock it down, but it's going to go out of bounds. We're going to get the ball back anyway. 1st and half for us from our own 5-yard as they have a bit of an interchange here. I imagine not many players will be playing both ways in this game, but you may need to pull it out when you need to.
I just want to give a quick shout out to the Wolves' new uniforms this year.
Yep.
Looking very, very sharp. That's across all the teams they've got here today. So quick shout out to the design team there.
There you go. Good job there just to move off the spot after the snap. And
oh, look at those hips.
Yes. Well, I think he was like, oh, I'm going to get flagged anyway, so I'll just run out of bounds, and then realise actually he missed. I should have stayed in bounds and got a little bit more. Have a look here. The quick drop, rolling out to the side. And there's that underneath pass. And then, yeah, a bit more yardage than probably initially thought he'd get, up to the 15-yard, it looks like there.
Yeah, great reception there from Richard Slater.
So 2nd down and half here, about 10 yards to go. 2 people had their hands up, and we'll see what's... There is a flag thrown there. We'll try and show you that. So this will be the discussion. Did the player have the hand up to have right of way? Did they legitimately try to avoid contact here? So here's the run there.
Yeah, Andrew Hiscox, the pass rusher there, may have milked a little bit, but he does have right of way.
He does.
If there's any sort of opportunity as a pass rusher, you're going to probably take it. So we got the shielding call there, and we'll see if it's a loss of down as well, but definitely lost 5 yards there.
Yeah, it should be 5 yards, just the replay, the down there. Yep. So Alex Kinsey, I think what the Trident said, you can see 49. Actually, no, they've got 3 players with their hands up, so that's actually
illegal.
Illegal, yeah. So I was going to say, before they had 2 up, so that could have been where the confusion was.
Oh, it is away again, the centre. Oh, working the washing machine down the sideline.
Yes, I think Brad Fraser's the one that I've seen the most. He had one probably spinning about 5 times in a row. Didn't actually realise he dodged them all on the first spin and could have just run straight after that, but I think he was so used to it. So 3rd down and half here, around about 3 yards to go for this one.
Yeah, that's something that the referees will have to key in on there, because you are allowed to have 2 rushers with their hands up. 3 is illegal, so whether that was just a mishap on that last play, and looks like they've corrected it now.
Yeah, and you do need it for around about a second beforehand.
Oh,
so catch. Yeah, well, I mean, this one here, I'd love to see a replay of this, because knee was down, so he definitely was over the halfway point of the halfway line with the ball, but if his knee was down and he actually caught it behind, it would actually be a 4th down. Let's have a look here. So there's the quick, just a stop pass here. Yeah, I'll probably just say, like, that point in time, I'd say I'm going to give them a 1st down right at the line, but yeah, you don't want to have your knees down and reaching back for the ball if you need to get over a particular line.
Got a deep shot and out of bounds there, looking for number 32.
Yeah, it could just, I guess, take a little bit of time to get into the flow of, like, how is the defense playing? Like, is the safety sprinting over on the first look that I make, and I need to sort of hold a little bit and then send to the opposite corner?
Yeah, and definitely the first few drives of any game, both teams are feeling out who are the good defenders, how far across the field can the safety get, how much speed does my receiver have on the DB. So it's not like you can just come out and know what's going on straight away.
So we're officially 2nd down and goal here. So, he did catch that. Bobble pass there, so got around 5.5 yards. It'll be 3rd down and goal. They've got about 19 to go here, so you may see a bomb here. It's 2 plays, but you want to get at least around about 10 yards here if you can't get the whole way.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you want to get half of that and give yourself one good shot there on 4th down rather than maybe 2 long bombs here. But Slater getting his hands on the ball early in this one. He looks to be the favourite target for the quarterback so far.
Yeah, Tridents have 2 people with their hands up, so passes completed there. Yeah, exactly what we thought. Round about 10 yards, so 4th down and goal here at about the 9.5-yard line. And it's pretty good tempo for this game, and this is, in all honesty, this is probably going to be the slowest tempo of the games here today. And even then, you can see like this is a nice quick pace of the game between plays. They're getting in and out quickly and all know what they need to be doing.
Absolutely, and the Legends, you know, it is an over 35 grade, but they are here to play. They want to be a part of this, and they want to win these games. They take it very seriously once the whistles, you know, between the whistles and inside that 40 minutes, they take this very seriously as we have an offside penalty.
Very rare this. I called one yesterday, so offsides on the offense. It's usually when you've actually lined up well ahead of the ball, the line of scrimmage. So this will be 4th down and goal from around about the 14.5-yard line here. And I should have told Rob before the game, the referee there, that this field's actually really nicely marked, so you don't have to pace it out. You can actually just look and see where you've got to. So 4th down play here, 2 potential rushes, 1 coming. And the pass is up high, and it is intercepted, so a chance for Tauranga to return it here, and they do just that, getting deflagged, I think around about the 11-yard line there, so good decision to run that back after getting the interception.
Yeah, Ben Reynard on the pick there, number 30. Probably have to say that one was a bit of a gift, falling from the heavens there, and able to get himself out to the 10-yard line. Good starting position for the Tridents offense.
Yeah, it was the pressure from the pass rusher that just forced the throw to be earlier and shorter than desired. You probably would have wanted it to go to the back of the end zone to fall incomplete if you can't get it. Instead, it did give the Tridents a chance to catch it and make a bit of yards. So 1st and half for them, a little bit shorter than they normally have to go here. There's the quick out, the spin, and you do have to be very careful when your hands are down low. Even if it's a natural motion, if it makes it hard for the defender to grab the flag, you can be whistled, well, have a penalty thrown for that.
Yeah, it is hard when you get in that spinning motion. You just want to throw your hands around a little bit. Got to keep that ball high, as not to defend your flags from the defense trying to get a rip there. Number 44 with the catch, Josiah Hansen.
So 2nd down and half now. Double snap. No, it was a sideways, well, backwards lateral there. I thought they were going to pitch it back and see if they could run. Instead, he just popped it forward. A little bit of yards there. 3rd down and half brought up. And pretty short here, only 3 yards. So in this situation, what would your team be doing here, Adam?
3rd down, we'd have a play where you can hit the long shot,
yep,
but also take something sort of in that intermediate range, knowing that you got 4th down to come back and get that 1st down. You want a great position here to take a shot, see if you can't get halfway to the goal line.
So there's the snap. They just go for a short one.
And Chris is going to make a few people miss. Caudry, number 35.
I am amazed at people wearing beanies, and like the weather is like been crazy here. Like we had torrential downpour yesterday. Just before I started filming the opening, it was beautiful sun. Then the rain started. Then it went back to sun. It is hot regardless. And a beanie, I feel like I'd be overheating if I was out there running around with that. But 1st down, goal here. There's a nice snap there. Good pass rush. And there we go. I said earlier, I expected we'd probably get a sack there. David Pitt there. I feel like I mentioned his name a lot last year.
Yeah, David, he's a good pass rusher, and one of the things you won't see here turn up, but he gets the pass rush against Jackson Tahuki at training for the Wellington Bulls, and Jackson is one of the best quarterbacks in New Zealand at the moment, part of the New Zealand Mako squad. So he gets to go up against that talent, and he's sacking Jackson, comes down to a master's level, and you know,
it feels easier, right?
Probably his training is doing him the world of good.
Now, I do remember we did mention possibly 3 sacks. They were called pit stops last year. So first pit stop of the day. So even though that we're behind halfway, it's still an end goal situation. So despite getting around about halfway there, this will be a 3rd down and goal. You can hear people saying you've only got to get halfway. That's not the case.
No, they've got to get at least half of this here. Don't really want to have a deep shot on 4th down from this position. So get yourself to the 15, you'd be happy with that. See if they got something over the middle.
Oh, well, that's absolutely not what you want to have happen. And a chance here.
All the way.
Yeah, so we had a pass deflection early in the game here. And that is ideal there. The pit stop before that, forced up deep. situation to get into. Interception return, that's first blood there for the Wolves.
Yeah, Travis Stull just feeling the pressure a little bit from that pass rush and off the back foot. A little bit of a miscommunication. He probably wanted his receiver to sit down, and he's just thrown it straight to the Wolves there, and they're happy to oblige and take it all the way for a pick six.
Those are the best ones when you just like standing there and the passer's coming. Well, I suppose you're like, is there someone behind me? And then you realise, no, actually, this is just coming straight to me. So Wolves here, as we see the final run into the end zone, first blood there. So they are going for a 1-point conversion here from the 5-yard line. This means it does have to be a forward pass. Is just that, and into the end zone. 7-0 here, Wellington Wolves. Ideal, well, not the ideal start. Both teams weren't able to find pay dirt there, but they get the key stop and return for 6 points, tacked on one more there as well.
Yeah, it's amazing what you know, a defensive pick six can do for a team as well. It really lifts the energy, and maybe your offense is sputtering a little bit if your defense can get in the end zone, and all of a sudden things start to work out. So unlucky for Tauranga there, but Wolves happy to get on the board, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they can manage the clock okay here, if they can go down, they want to either score here, yeah, and then basically leave no time for the Wolves left after this, and then they know they have to stop the Wolves to start off the second half as well. But that'll put them right back in the game here. You don't really want to give Wolves the opportunity to go up by 2 touchdowns. And good catch there, losing his balance, so it'll be down around about the 11-yard line there.
Alex Hatwell, he's had some safe hands all weekend, number 13. Bit of confusion. There is confusion in the public whether that is Alex or Sean. Can confirm that is Alex.
Right.
Sean, you will only find Sean on the defensive side. Stays away from the offensive side of the ball.
Is that hands related, do you think?
Oh, I don't want to go that far. I don't want to get involved in that. But
okay, all right.
Potential.
Let's put it in. Is it who's better at reacting to stuff and who's better at knowing, like, this is where I need to run to? More clinical, I guess, is probably the way you could do.
Quite possibly. There he is again. And good point there. You see Hatwell reach the ball out as he's about to get ripped. Sometimes, if you know you're going to get ripped, if you just extend, there's an extra couple of yards for your team, and rather than making someone miss.
Yep.
Great way to get some more yards.
Now, the only thing you have to be careful with that in flag football is you're not making it hard for people to grab your flag. So if there's someone right in front of you, you can't basically use the ball to make it hard for them to grab the flags as well. But you could see there, he was through the gap there, knew he was probably going to be flagged from behind, and then just reached out. So 3rd down and half, around about 6.5 yards to go. Quick drop and set, and that was a pretty looking spiral, but there was no one in the vicinity there. Falls harmlessly, bringing up 4th down. So big key play here.
Yeah, it's amazing as well. Like, we've had 3 drives and we're at 15 minutes in the game as well. How quickly that 20 minutes can disappear when teams are taking a lot of downs to progress down the field, and yet we're sitting at 7-0 on a defensive pick six.
I'm just wondering if the Tridents will go to any 2 QB sets. They had that one sort of sideways pass but didn't throw it back, and just to see if they'll do that to slow down the pass rush, the pit stop. Just a regular drop back, quick pass there. Did reach 4, but he was short about 1.5 yards, so turnover on downs here. Wolves, awesome situation for them here. If they can score here and they get the ball back to start the second half, they will be feeling very, very good. Tridents, key stop is needed by them here.
Absolutely. These are the moments in games just before half, and you got like situation where you could get the ball back, you know, get double possession. If you can go up 2 scores, then you're in control of the game. If you let a team hang around within 7 to 8 points and it's only a 1-score game, anything can happen. Flag's a crazy game, right? So big opportunity for the Wolves, and important that the Tauranga defense steps up here.
So we are looking like an underneath pass. It is just that. So smart. I mean, if I'm the Wolves, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm looking for short, safe passes. Worst case, we just run the clock out and we don't give Tauranga a chance to get any points on the scoreboard. Best case, we actually get all the way down and get a chance to score, and they still don't get the ball back. But safe passes, you know, worst case, you want to be up 7-0 and getting the ball back to start the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. And 4 minutes is a great length of time to have a full 8-play drive. You can milk a lot of the clock, so there's no need to hurry. Plenty of time for them to go down and score. And they're kind of saying to Tauranga, if you're going to give us number 5 Slater open all the time, we'll keep taking it.
Yep.
Because they miss out on the pass there, but until a defense takes something away, you might as well keep going to it.
No, the pass rush there. So Tauranga is doing a good job. They've got the 2 players now, just 2 with their hands up, who get the right of way.
Well, one of them gets the right of way when they actually start. I suppose they can blitz both of them if they want, but then you're leaving a 4-on-3 on the backside, so that's desperation time if you're going to do that.
Yeah, no need to panic. I mean, 7-0, plenty of football left to be played. Just want to go through your process. As Slater's hit over the middle again, oh, good rip there.
Yeah, great defence to rally to the ball there, getting the flag. 2-minute warning just to call there, so we're about bang on with the clock. So that will stop officially, and then in these games we should now be stop clock on, I think, out of bounds and incomplete passes. So this last 2 minutes can take a long time if we have incomplete passes. We'll try and do our best. We do have a game clock over there on the opposite side of the field, which they've tried to set up to be the official clock for the game. And we'll just see if we can. So that at the moment is 2 minutes, and that'll be counting down if we're right. So double backwards pass. Legal as long as that's behind the line of scrimmage, which it was. And that, you know, teams do that to sort of... Well, what does your team do there? I know you guys are one of the almost originators of the double back pass.
Oh, definitely not the originators. We've stolen that, and but 2 reasons is it allows our quarterback to run.
Yep.
As soon as he gets a second pass, then he can take off if he likes it. Also kills the clock for the throw.
Yep,
Instead of
the
there being a
7
7-second limit,
Yep.
you can take your time. And just makes the defense have to pause for 1 second. If that creates an opportunity for someone to run deep because they're looking at the 2 quarterback stuff, then that's why we do it. So plenty of reasons, and those reasons pop up differently throughout different games.
So anyway, that was, we had it down as 3rd down. It was actually 4th down and half. So that was actually a turnover on downs. It's now 1st and half for the Tauranga Trident. So they got exactly what they needed. They have a bit of time here, just inside 2 minutes, I think, after that incomplete pass. Here we go, the first snap, looking for a relatively deep one. Round about halfway, great catch there. And it was flagged, lost his balance after that. So 1st down and goal, ran about 16 or 17 yards to go there.
It's a great grab from Josiah Hansen there. The big 4-4. Alex Stull just standing strong in that pocket, not affected by that pass rush. It's a big play when your clock's ticking. Short time to get down and give yourself a shot at the end zone here.
Well, I think Tauranga's advantage is probably the hot, you know, those not jump balls, but those passes where the defense can't really go up to contest. So if you can find 44 in space, he is the one that they're going to be looking for. So quick dump pass there. Nice grab there. A bit of yards, so that brings up 2nd down and goal. Ran about 11 yards to go. And clock will be one of the issues here. Just to keep an eye on that, making sure you're aware you're not... Tauranga's point of view here, they want to score as by far number one what they want to do, but they want to make it as hard as possible for the Wolves to come back into this game and have a chance to score again. So there's the snap. Pitt is rushing again. Gets there and deflagged at about the 8-yard line.
Yep, now, and both teams have a timeout.
They may even have two in the... Yeah, I need to double check that.
So, I mean, there's plenty of time. You can call a timeout where you think fit. Really talk about the plays you want to have. So even if they're ripped short and inbounds here, they can call a timeout and have 4th down and goal. So 2 plays at the end zone here.
So you can just see Pitt with his hand up. You know he's coming. I think we'll be surprised if he doesn't come on a time. Roll out there. What a pass.
Grab.
And his knee was down. Yeah, that's a great spot there. So half a yard short. 4th down and goal. And this is, if I was Tauranga here, if there was, you know, a reasonable amount of time, I'll probably run the clock down. You see the catch there, knee down. And unlike the NFL, it's when the knee is down, same as college where the ball is at that point. So 4th and goal, a forward pass is needed. And, well, that looked like a miss. Right now, I'd say taking that timeout would have been what you needed to do to make sure you're on the same page there.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think in that situation, they obviously had a play that they wanted and it didn't come off, so you got to live with that sometimes. But I think a timeout in that situation just to go, what's our best play? What's the play we want to run? Because that's a big stop from the Wellington Wolves there.
It is, it's huge.
Defense coming up huge.
And it's probably one of those, you know, like, you go in practices, what is the most boring thing in practice? From my experience, it's working on snap and handoff, snap and handoff. You see there, if you don't do it though, they were probably, let's bring this guy in motion. They'll think we don't know the rules, and then he's just going to pop it. And instead they muck up the handoff, throws off the timing, and then easy stop there for the Wolves. So 1st and half for the Wolves. And Tauranga is way deep here as they just don't want to let a big play happen, and that's exactly what does happen. Flag is ripped just over halfway.
That was the last player.
That was, okay.
Yeah,
So
they're lucky there. That's a great run from number 19.
So yeah, apart from the Tridents failing to score with a second or two left, but that was a great play there. Big run, and you can see desperation there. The diving flag grab, and that was just enough. Otherwise, it might have been a touchdown and just would have been best case scenario for Wolves, worst case scenario for the Tauranga Tridents. But anyway, we're stopping half number 1. We'll be back here in a handful of minutes. Tauranga on 0, Wellington Wolves on 7. We'll be back very soon. Right, kia ora, welcome back. Second half of action here for the Legends Grand Final. Tauranga Tridents on 0, Wellington Wolves on 7. They're in yellow. James Lisserman along with Adam Blake. We're going to bring you this game here, the second half of it. I'm hoping for overtime here, and we're still in the space where only one score between the teams. We do have a chance for that, but it is the Wolves. They've got the ball here to start the second half. First down and goal at their own 5-yard line, and a little bit of nerves there. Not sudden enough for a false start. And then that's their easy money play, isn't it, there?
Yeah, Slater's been in great form in this game, catching everything that comes his way. His quarterback, Scott Walker, can't get enough of him apparently. So, like I said in that first half, if the Tridents aren't going to take away number 5, might as well keep going to him.
Yeah, it's a nice, I mean, I don't think I've seen him drop a pass. Like anything which is catchable, he's getting his hands on it and making that first, and then gets like more yards than what you think. Look at him like, I'm open. Well, he's probably like, yeah. Remember, I don't drop it. If you pass it to me, I'm going to catch it and get some yards.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm trying to figure out exactly what sort of defense Tridents are running. They've got their 2 rushers on the left side. I think they're interchanging who's actually going. But and you've got big Sean Hatwell playing single high safety over the top. So very interesting defense that they're running here. And I haven't seen Wellington go deep yet, so you wonder whether they might make a change there.
Yeah, it does almost seem like kind of like the Baltimore Ravens. We're just going to drop back into zones, try and force the short pass and then rally to the ball. But I mean, like even that was a pretty easy pass, whole lot of yards there, and it's ideal situation for the Wolves. Almost at halfway here, so they've got the chance for a half-yard pass to get a first down or a run, or they get the chance for the deep shot. Sorry, one yard to go.
Absolutely, I think you referring to Sean as the Ed Reed of the Tauranga Tridents defense. He'll take that one every single day of the week. But yeah, it is something, when you give up a 5-yard pass, you don't want them to be running for another 10 after the catch. You're going to be swarming and getting that rip. So big down here. So go short. CJ Berry, calm, collected, and straight back to Slater.
Yeah, no, well that's
easy first down.
That's where I'll be going. Like, right, who's the guy that catches everything, and he doesn't need a whole lot of yards? Wolves knowing here, if they can get a score here, they'll be like feeling like we're close to getting the engraving, putting on that trophy, guys.
Yeah, big 4 downs coming up for both teams here. Wolves, if they can go and make it a 14-point game, you can put it into cruise control. Whereas Tauranga, if they can keep it to 7, they just give their offense a chance. There's Slater with another catch. And he just keeps moving those hips and keeps making people miss.
There we go. Bit of good-natured ribbing there saying, look, you were flat back there. Like the 5-yard spin didn't do anything. You already grabbed there. So I'm feeling pretty confident. You just saw it in the background there that it was Ethan Clark on the clock duties there. So I'm pretty confident that that is going to be the official game clock. They didn't have it up running for the first half of action until about the 2-minute warning. So you can see it's 17:07 counting down there. So we'll keep an eye on that. And we'll be able to say, yes, that's 100% how much time's left in the game, which makes it a lot easier when you're getting down to those really important situations near the end of the game or near the end of the half.
You got a deep shot. Oh, great snag in the back of the end zone there. Might have pulled up with cramp, we hope not.
No, I think that was toe drag swag there. And I'd like to see a birth certificate. I'm not sure if that's the 35-year-old person who's able to manage that. So there's the deep pass to the corner.
Kalen Everest, great snag in the back left there. He's the one who had that great run to end the first half there. Great pass, great catch, great football.
Yeah, so a difference between NFL and basically college, flag, international football. We only need 1 foot down to have a completed catch. NFL's 2, so he definitely got the left down. I'd say the right was probably a little bit late, but it doesn't matter in this one there. Great grab, great body control and awareness to be able to get the touch.
Big extra point here, and wide open Slater in the middle. He's been making his living there today.
Well, if it's, I'd say anywhere up to about 7 yards, he's a safe bet to throw the ball to. 1 point conversion there, good for the Wolves. So 14-0, just under 16 minutes to go here in the game. Tridents, this is pretty much, they've got to score here, otherwise they're going to be finding it very, very hard to, they need some, some turnovers and lucky breaks to go their way.
Yeah, still plenty of time now. If they can just go down and make it a 1-score game again. But like we said in that first half, the game can disappear on you pretty quickly, and before you know it, that 20 minutes is over, as we have a couple of misrips there. Big number 31, Ryan Piddington.
I mean, the hardest thing I find as a referee, sometimes they make the pop sound, and then I'm like, oh, well, he was popped, and then I'm like, oh, actually, the flag's still on there. It somehow didn't come out but made the noise. So I tend to wait a second or two, and that's why I don't blame players to keep on running after they have been flagged, just to be 100% sure.
Absolutely. Second down here from Tridents. They're looking deep for it. Oh, it's picked off. There he is again, making plays on both sides of the ball.
Well,
Everest.
Yeah, I said there probably wouldn't be many people playing both sides. I guess when you got the toe drag swag and an interception, let's have a look here. Jumping, yeah, he definitely got 1 down, and the second did step out of bounds after that. Have a look at this here, down the sideline.
2 grabs, feet in.
Yeah, I can't see when he stepped out, but it must have been, I think it was right after the catch, 1, 2, and then stepped out on the third one there.
Yeah, that's a big play for the Wolves. Great opportunity now to go and ice this game, going up 3 scores. Tauranga just looking for the deep shot, looking to get back into the game. Taking a shot to their wide receiver, Chris Caudry. Not coming off. You see Wellington going to the fake 2 QB play and a deep shot to CJ Berry. Looks like Wellington's found their groove now.
They have now. Like Tridents, I think, are going to have to alter their defensive strategy and just, they've got to get something where they're getting pressure and getting stops. But Wolves look like they've solved this puzzle here pretty convincingly so far.
Yeah, they've gone, and this is the beauty of flag. Within 40 minutes, you're playing games within games, right? And you've been hitting Slater in the middle underneath, and now all of a sudden we get these 2 QB plays and we're taking deep shots. You manipulate the defense, and when you're up 14, you get to open the playbook a little bit.
Well, I mean, yeah, exactly. You could be like, what's the worst thing that could happen? We throw an interception that's returned for a touchdown, and we still have the lead. There's a fumble there. Fumbles in flag football, immediate dead. And the only decision here is, did the quarterback have control and then fumble it, in which case it'll be back there, or did he never really catch it, in which case it'll go back to the snap, and that looks like what will have happened.
Calling it incomplete.
So down there, I just missed the number. I believe it's not 3rd and half. I think it's 2nd down and goal here. So quick fake shovel, and
Good pressure there from number 48 on the defensive side there, Philip Rubino. Putting some pressure on Slater. It's the first time I've seen Slater on a shoot there, so good pressure from the Tauranga defence, especially as we have 3rd and goal here. Big stop for them coming up.
Yeah, I'd like to see if that ball actually got knocked out of his hands like that. You're just expecting him to make those passes there. He's just hands. I won't say the opposite of stone hands. Just he doesn't have stickum on him, but that's pretty much how he handles his business.
Yep, Tauranga Trident showing 4 across with 2 rushes in the middle. One of them coming, they're playing some sort of diamond defense. It's going up, and it falls harmlessly to the turf.
Yeah, well, they were in a pretty good position there. It looks like the Wolves actually mucked up. You can see the 2 players there discussing, like, hang on, you weren't meant to be in this spot because that's where I was. Yeah, Trident's had a chance to actually get a pick there if they could react to the pass a little bit faster.
Yeah, but good opportunity here for Trident. If they can get a 4th down stop here, it's still only a 2-possession game. Anything can happen. Whereas the Wolves, they get in here. That's one hand on the trophy. So big down coming up. I think if you're the quarterback of the Wolves, you're probably looking for Slater at the front of the end zone or CJ coming around the back, I reckon.
There we go, the snap's good. Just moves off the spot. Yeah, you said the back of the end zone. Look at that. He loves it.
Just as it was drawn up, oh, that's not what I want to see. Slater going down.
Yeah, so the clock has stopped there. Officials timeout just to check on the medical needs here. Here's the drop back here. The pass as he's fading to his left, and you can see there, yeah, the collision just behind there. You know, hopefully it's just the upper leg there that's a bit sore.
Yeah, hopefully nothing too serious. You never want to see an injury at any level or form of the game. But he's walking off on his own accord, so hopefully just a stinger there, hopefully a knee into the thigh.
You know, I'm wondering, like, even if he can come back, does he want to keep playing at centre where you're having to bend down?
I think now that the team's up 3 scores, you probably bring in your backup centre and just wind the clock a little bit. But there, going back to that play, CJ from the slot working his way to the back of the end zone. Good coverage. There was plenty of Tauranga defenders away, but CJ just the taller player on the field and got up and went and got it.
I should have checked this if we had, if I had time, I would have. Wide open pass there. Just great play call, good execution from the Wolves. 21-0. I think we could probably, I think Wellington could be engraved now, and we'll just leave the Wolves until the end of the game. But under 9 minutes to go here. Sorry, under 11 minutes to go here. It's going to be almost impossible for Tauranga to come all the way back and force overtime here.
Yeah, look, it's going to be tough. They need to probably get into a little bit of tempo here. Avoid huddling. Just when you get a catch, get to the middle of the field, get the ref the ball, and just call your plays. You want to sort of score now with 12 minutes on the clock, so 8 minutes left, and at least then you know you can probably get 2 stops with your timeouts included, all the clock stoppages and that. But the first things first, they got to get on the board.
Yeah, they do. Like, I think I'll probably be playing it, like you said, around halfway. You're looking for the deep read first and then come back to a short one if it's not there. I mean, you can't throw an interception, so that's number 1. Pitt's looking like he's ready to come again. He's only had 1 stop today. If he gets another one here, there would be a chance for a safety. Quick pass, though, that negates the chance of that. Good hands. Grab there. About a 6-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, Caudry obviously heard what you were saying in that first half, and he's swapped the beanie out for a backwards cap. I have to say the Tauranga Tridents, the best hat game probably in the comp. We've got a bucket hat, we've got a backwards cap, and we've got a headband as well.
Yep.
Fantastic stuff from them.
Here we go, deep drop here. Man, just a little bit of indecision, and Pitt almost got there. Forces the rush pass and completes the 3rd down and half. Yeah, do we see some trick plays from the Wolves if they do force a stop?
Yeah, I think we got to see something different from the Tridents. The Wolves' defense has been playing excellent, and they're shutting down, obviously, the way the Tauranga are trying to play. So they might need to go to the back of the playbook and pull out some of those plays that will catch the Wellington Wolves off guard.
So this is pretty much desperation time here. 3rd down and half, just under 15 yards to go. So quick shovel pass to their second QB and drop pass there. I mean, they wouldn't have got much anyway. You can see the flag was grabbed almost immediately. That would have been a 1-yard gain, even if successful. But yeah, I probably would have gone to the 2 QB stuff just to see if you can slow down Pitt a little bit, and that might give you the time you need to get someone open further down. So I think there's a few spots of rain, it looks like, have come in. It's nice for me now. This time I'm inside. Yesterday had to grab the hairdryer to dry out my cleats after a couple of games, and just a downpour. There's a deep pass. Looks like it's going to be a little bit out of bounds, and it is just that. Good coverage.
Yeah, Wolves have been excellent on the defensive front. Forcing a 4th and long, never easy for any team to convert that. But they've locked down the receivers and known exactly what was coming, it looks like. So full credit to the Wellington Wolves defense there. Yeah, the weather's been a bit crazy all weekend. We've got 4 seasons. We've had some hot weather. We had torrential rain yesterday, and in the space of 45 minutes it clears up and the sun comes out again. So never know with Auckland. But hopefully it stays dry for our finals throughout the day today.
Yeah, I hope so as well. So you just saw the body language and the faces of the two teams. The Wolves like really happy. Like I think we're going to see some exciting plays here. Tauranga, you can tell they're like, man, we did an awesome job to get this far. Relatively new club, all teams in the top 4, and a chance for all 4 of them to be in the top 2. But this is not going their way this game here. So, okay, that's not a trick play, that's just a regular play there.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is the quarterback, he's moving his feet a little bit, biding time, having a look, and the centre just sneaks out, rolls with him, easy completion. I think if you're Tauranga in this situation, what do you got to lose? I'd like to see them play a little bit more down, a bit more press coverage, and see if they can force a mistake rather than just giving them those easy throws underneath.
Yeah, I agree. Like, to your experience, do you see more zone, like in just regular down in situations, more zone or more man-to-man defense?
Absolutely, a lot of zone, but within zone you can still play a lot of pressure situations. We see a deep shot, he's wide open, number 19 makes a move, and he's in for his 2nd of the day.
Well, I mean, he's had that interception, that big run at the big run at the end of the first half. That pretty much got him going here. And yeah, Wolves is like, it's easier here. You're up by 3 touchdowns, now you're up by 4. You can afford to make mistakes, but they aren't making any mistakes. They're getting everything they want. They're up by 27 points here.
Yeah, and if you're the Tridents, you'd rather see them make a play like that on you than they bleed the clock and you're giving yourself a chance to get the ball back. Didn't go your way and hasn't gone their way in this game, but at least you want to give yourself a chance with a bit more pressure defense. But great pitch and catch there from the Wolves.
So you go 1 point conversion here from the 5-yard line. So 4 pass needed, back of the end zone, and he just perfectly weighted, dropped over the top. Celebration is there. You can hear the crowd cheering, or the sideline cheering. 28-0 here. Looks like the cup's going to be coming down to Wellington.
Yeah, Cameron Ross with the great grab over the top of Sean Hatwell. That's a very, very pretty throw though. Put it where only his receiver could grab it.
So let's say, I mean, here's the silver lining for the Tridents. A pretty quick score, so now you have more of a chance as you get yourself on the board. You're probably looking for consolation points here. And I just feel like with Pitt, you know he's coming every single time. I feel like I'll be trying to do something just to get a bit more time to force that defense to move into a bind or cover 4 people with 4.
Yeah, and look, we're under 5 minutes now. It's going to be tough to get it going. As we've seen a quarterback change, Chris Cordry is going to move into the quarterback position.
You saw even that, like a nice simple pass there. Wolves still had 3 guys there rallying to the ball to make sure there wasn't any excess yardage grabbed after the catch.
Yeah, and you know, football is based on that. Is offense is all pretty and, you know, can get you excited, but it's defense that wins your championships, and it's defense that wins the big games. In defense for the Wellington Wolves, they've swarmed. You see Pitts put some pressure on.
Nice grab there.
Great grab.
And good job to reach out as well, so getting the ball round about the 18-yard line.
Josiah Hansen, he's had strong hands all game when the ball's come his way.
So have a look at that, just nice grab, and then great awareness there to reach up with the left hand inside the field of play. So it's where it crosses the line of where the ball is when your foot goes out of bounds there. So 3rd down and half. This is probably apart from that end of half 1, this is about the best that the Tridents have looked this game here. There's a deep pass there, just a little bit too high and too strong. 4th down and half brought up now. And now you can see, right, these guys do look like they're like, yeah, I'm pretty happy that this is the last game of the competition for us.
Yeah, I think the point of these sort of games is that they want to still be playing football.
Yep.
They might not be able to play at the contact side or play at the level with the men's grade, but
yep.
they want to be out on the field, they want to be enjoying themselves,
Yep.
and that's what flags football is all about. It's good to see.
But it's an awesome game. Like, I'm so happy to see this just grow year on year. So 30 ways, we see another interception, chance to be returned.
You're going to make a miss. He is.
He
going to
does.
make a stop.
Or was he?
Oh, a big funnel wave to finish it off. You love to see it.
Well, this has been the Wolves. It's just been everything has gone their way. You see just rolling, and they just, pick the spot there. The different patterns here from the Tridents were all at about the same depth, so that's why the defense was all able to stay in the same spot. And there we go. Celebration. And I mean, the game, play by play, it hasn't been that big a difference between the two teams, but the Wolves certainly, they've done everything they needed to, and well-deserving champions here. Not officially, unofficially at the moment, but very soon it will be officially.
Absolutely, and Chris will know that it's a cardinal sin as a quarterback to throw it over the middle late and without any zip. So great play there from the Wellington Wolves to get that one in there. They're looking to add the icing with an extra point. And CJ Berry, and that's clinical. 47 on the offense for the Wolves. Scott Walker, he's been sharp all day.
Yeah, he's done a really good job just moving the pocket a little bit to slow down the rush just as much as he needed. I mean, that also negates the right of way if you move off that initial spot, so smart for that aspect as well. But yeah, 35-0. I think we're going to be at the 2-minute warning. It may just keep on rolling here given the scoreline of this game though.
Yeah, and if you're Tridents, you want to try and see if you can find a way to get yourself in the end zone here. Last 2 minutes of the game. Got a little underneath run.
Yeah, the catch is, again, the Wolves just rallying to the ball. Nothing easy, no extra yardage is gained easily this game.
And that's a staple of all grades, all levels, is flag pulling.
Yep.
It's an underrated aspect of the game, is if you can give people the catch but rip them straight away, not give them the extra yards, goes a long way to getting yourself a W at the end of the day.
So 2nd and a half, about 15 yards, good catch there. Inbounds got around about half of what they need, so 7 or 8 yards to go here, 3rd down. As the clock's winding down, it's getting closer, and yeah, I feel like you almost want to be like, if you want to desperately try and score, there we go, there's the 2-minute warning there. Sorry, I can't see the clock in the background, so that is going to be the official time for us.
Yeah, we had that little injury in the middle of the game there that we'll have our clock slightly off, but that's all right. As we see Kish Coultry open it up, and a Moss, oh, what a grab. You love to see that.
Well, that was great placement of the ball there. Even better job to go up and fight for the ball, even though it was bobbled. Maintain focus there. What a catch there.
That's Brody Lawrence. Hasn't had a target all game. Finally gets his opportunity and comes up with an absolute barnstormer. What a grab. You see Chris open it up. Great challenge in the air. Great concentration.
Yep, nice job there to come down with that. So 1st and goal here. Tauranga, nice zip on the pass there. There we go. They're on the board now, so, just a subdued celebration. 35-6 or 7 or 8 looks a whole lot better than 35-0. So you should feel happy about that. Here we see just bunch formation, cutting out one underneath, out early, one over the top to the corner late, and nice read there by the quarterback.
Yeah, great read, great play call, great design. 41 has been coming open, but that pressure from Pitt has been tough for the quarterbacks for Tauranga to handle today. It hasn't given them the time, but a bit of time there, great grab. See the extra point now.
So here comes Pitt. He's rushing hard and catch. Well, I mean, this is what they needed earlier in the game. Make the 1-point conversion, 35-7. It is going to be too little, too late, but you can feel, a bit better about how you performed it towards the end of the game there.
Yeah, it's always nice to get in the end zone and completing your drives. And it's funny, you know, you make one big play, one person on your team makes a big catch like that, and all of a sudden everyone's got the hands.
Yeah.
Everything feels like it's coming together, and it's just a shame it's come in the 19th minute.
Yes. So Wolves, we'll see how they play. They look like they're keeping pretty similar to their regular lineup. Just the change of centre, as you said, was probably likely to be something that we saw. And are they lining up with 4 people in the backfield? No, they're not. They were just going to line up on the end zone. There's the quick rugby pass forward. And quick flag grab there. So defence is looking a little bit better for Tauranga as well.
Yeah, and I think Wolves have just made the decision. If we don't get a first down, as long as we use all 4 of our plays and milk the clock, I mean, can't be too long to go now. So, yeah, I was hoping we might see a triple reverse or something going on there. Have a bit of fun with it. They might do it now they're a bit away from the end zone, but, yeah, good opportunity to have some fun.
So your team just about set. You can see he's waiting there. Yeah, just got back on side before the snap. Oh my gosh!
Oh, all of a sudden, do you dare to dream?
Well, I'd say maybe if it... The problem is you've only got 2 timeouts. So, I mean, Wolves could just hand it off and honestly take a knee each time. So they can. It's not really something that people, you know, do when there's a reasonable amount of time of flag football. You just keep playing and, you know, that's nice for the Tauranga Tridents there. Great. You know, their hands have improved there. That was bobbled. Caught, returned for 6. And yeah, double figures looks better than single figures, doesn't it?
Never easy as a quarterback rolling to the left and throwing to the right across your body like that. Gives the defence heaps of time. Great play from Tauranga as they call a timeout to stop the clock. And they bring on Sean Hatwell, the brother of Alex, the centre there. So wonder where the brother combo play coming up.
Yeah, I think they need the timeout to get the change of personnel and actually talk through exactly what they're doing on this try. Looks like they are just going for 1 with the ball spotted on the 5-yard line. Let's see if they're going to have some sort of handoff and pass. Looks like that's not going to happen. Just one player in the backfield. All right, Pitt is ready to rush against the bunch formation. He's got an open lane there. Deep pass. And yeah, bang on the money there. So great answer from Tauranga. This minute of the game, this is what they should clip and say, like, have a look at our highlights here from the last minute or so of the game.
Yeah, they've been saying if it was score was only taken in the final 2 minutes, we'd be the champs. So if they could have just converted throughout the game a little bit more successfully, then it might be a different story. But it's been Wolves' day, and they've played the better football for 40 minutes. So their time to enjoy this final drive and last few seconds of the game.
So a bit of a change of defence there with 1 player close. Backwards pass, and he's sacked there, I think, just out of the end zone at about the 1-yard line. You know, it's momentum, isn't it? Like, you get one good play there, bobbled catch, the deep one, and then they score a touchdown, get an interception. Now they've scored after that, and now they've got a sack as well. So, you know, it took a long time to come around for Tauranga, but they're proving right now this is why they got to the final and why Wolves were, you know, knew that they were in for a battle. So 2nd down and half on the 1-yard line. And we've got a flag here. We'll just see if it's on offense, which would be a half the distance to the goal one. It's a little hard to see who it actually was. Yeah, offsides on the offense. So this will be a half the distance penalty.
See a little bit of gamesmanship there. And he might have got himself an extra half a yard there as the ball's been placed.
Yeah, I mean, not much. So I would be setting a blitz here. Potentially even 2, like this is the one where there's the pop pass.
No look. Nice little play. CJ does go out of bounds. Might have stopped the clock. No, there we have it. The 3 whistles.
So there we go. Wellington Wolves, champions of the Legends grade here. First champions found today. We've got to find 3 more plus the men's bronze medal game. And there we go. They've got a bit of a celebration there. Adam, it's been a pleasure having you in the booth with me. You've got to go out very, very soon and actually find someone that you can get to talk to you? Who's your target to talk to first of all?
I think I'm going to go and grab CJ, the big touchdown there to go 3 scores up, and I'll have a chat to him and see what he has to think about that one.
No, well, it's been a pleasure having you in the commentary booth with me here. You go and find CJ Berry, and it was just an awesome job there from the Wolves. 35-14 the final score. It was only 7-0 to the Wolves at half-time, and then you remember the Tridents right there just failed on that 4th down conversion. Wolves just made all the stops when they needed to. It was only inside the last 2 minutes where the Tridents really found their groove, managed to get the things going. Just great first game for today's action here. We have 4 more games coming up. Next one after this one, due in around about 15 minutes while we still wrap this one up, is the men's 3rd and 4th place game. I believe it is the Tamaki Lightning playing up against the Otago team. And then at 2:10 we'll have the women's grand final. Got to find out who the 2 teams are, and that'll either be the Wildcats or Raiders, and they'll be going against the Metro Lionesses or the Tridents. 3:20 we've got the youth grand final. Canterbury Panthers unbeaten last year, unbeaten this year. They're back in the grand final again. And the Tridents is the team that they'll be going up against. And then following that we have the men's grand final, which we think will be Metro going up against the Tauranga Tridents. So Adam's just found CJ Berry. He's going to be talking with him very soon. Well, I believe it's CJ Berry. He'll be talking with him very soon just to find out how he thought the team did, how he enjoyed the game, and how happy they are to be champions here, 2024 NZAFF Grand Final champions for the Masters competition. You can just see the team there, like posing for their photo. 2 teams, grand finalists there, and that's what you love to see. Just the real camaraderie in the sports here. 131 games here over the 3 days of the competition. 41 different teams from all throughout Aotearoa here. Referees from North Island, South Island, Australia, they've all come to help be a part of this and get this competition. Just an awesome game. Awesome number of games here, and we've got overtime here. If we have any tie games here in these games that are on the live stream here, right here on Sky Sport Next. Also like to mention 4 Winds, who've been key funding partners here of NZAFF to help get all these competitions going on and making sure everything's ready. All right, so Adam Blake, he is here ready to interview CJ Berry and just find out how they're feeling now. Over to you, Adam.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I'm joined here by CJ Berry. CJ, talk us through that. Obviously a good win for you guys, and how you feeling after that one?
Pretty tired, man. Pretty tired, to be honest. But hey, we came out of the blocks real well, put the pressure on, and it just allowed us to hopefully just take it a bit easier in the second half. It was a good feeling. They're a good team, great club. They do awesome things. So good to have a dub against a pretty good bunch of guys.
Yeah, tell me, how does it feel on a Sunday, last game of the tournament? How does it feel for you boys, and how does it feel to still be running around on the field at this age and stuff, mate?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I was saying earlier that having something like this helps keep the fitness up, having something to aim towards. If we didn't have this, I probably wouldn't be as disciplined. So it's pretty good. It's a tough couple of days, but we had fun, and I think the boys the win will take all the aches and pains go away.
And celebrations, what are those now?
Hooray!
Cheers, CJ.
All right, thanks for that, Adam. So we're going to take a quick break here. When we come back, just before 1 o'clock, we'll have the men's bronze medal game. It's the Tamaki Lightning going up against AF Otago. 2 very, just high-powered offensive teams here. So take a short break, come back in around about 8 minutes' time, and we'll be back on the live stream here as I'll be joined with Ariel Metakini, and we'll talk you through that game.